Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Adriana, or I go by Tingle Spells ASMR. So today I am reading part 6 of the Reddit No Sleep story series called My Romantic Cabin Getaway. And we are on the third part of him describing how ever since the cabin experience my fiance has been scaring me. So this is the third part of him explaining how everything has been going since they have gotten back home from Colorado and they are back home in California. So it's up to you. If this is your first time watching one of these stories, you can either start here and be, a little bit behind, but there are like brief synopsises at the beginning of each story, so that just describing kind of what's happened so far, so it's up to you. I would personally, I would recommend starting from part 1. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so if you don't want to read the other posts, here is a brief synopsis. My fiance Faye has had a sleeping disorder since she was a little girl. It involves night terrors, sleepwalking, sleep talking, etc. This condition is generally under control, but it is exacerbated by stress. A few days ago, we went on vacation and stayed at a cabin in Pikes Peak, Colorado. We found a creepy homemade dream catcher in the forest behind the cabin, and at night we heard several voices calling out from the woods saying all kinds of terrifying things. Sometimes the voices would mimic people we knew, including deceased relatives. Faye's sleep disturbances got much worse, and while sleep talking one night, I overheard her answering strange questions about herself and me. When we returned to our home in California, her behavior became extremely erratic, and she is convinced that something is following us back. Alright, so I'm going to tap on this mason jar. I'm drinking a little bit of white wine tonight. Okay, I cannot tell you how much all of your support has meant to us over the past few days. Faye feels so good knowing that people are constantly asking about her health, and I feel like a few of your suggestions have literally saved her life. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I don't even know where to begin. So much has happened in the last 2.5 days. The sedatives and anti-anxiety meds the doctor gave to Faye worked during the day, and she has been less stressed. However, at night, her behavior is still highly unusual. I have taken the overwhelming consensus of Redditors seriously. I went out and purchased a bunch of child-proofing materials for the house to prevent Faye from harming herself or going outside while sleepwalking. I couldn't afford a bunch of cameras. Sorry, I'm a teacher. I bought these knob covers that little kids and hopefully sleepwalkers are too stupid to figure out. Outlet covers in case she tries to jam anything into them, and I had hit the kitchen knives. I also brought in a spiritual healer after very carefully searching for one. It is my opinion that 99% of them are frauds and hucksters, but this woman did not charge us anything, and she was recommended by close family. She is the daughter of a Shoshone tribal elder. I think I'm saying that right. Okay, so the long and short of it is, she believes our house is not haunted. Sorry about that, guys. The long and short of it is, she believes our house is not haunted. However, she says that Faye feels very off. She said she couldn't get a good read on her at all, and that there is a dark cloud over her. Still suspicious of this woman, I took her to a random upstairs window and told her that I had seen something outside near the edge of the woods, mimicking Faye's sleepwalking, which was true, but I pointed out the wrong window to the wrong part of the forest. She quietly examined the other windows upstairs and said that our bedroom window, the correct one, gave her a terrible feeling. She said, "He watches from here. She can hear him whispering at night." That's creepy. Who is he? Okay, we told her everything. She was horrified by her story. The look on her face unsettled me so much. It was like she'd never heard of anything this bad. She went out of the room and had to collect herself downstairs. The woman prayed for several minutes, sang a beautiful song in a language I can't even begin to describe, and saged our entire house. I have sage, and I do sage at times. You know, get rid of bad energy. She put some kind of crushed herbs on the ground in front of the 2 doors that led into her home. Then she told me in private, "You are dealing with the hollow ones." Oh, okay, so we now know what's happening, guys. They are called the hollow ones. So, this is important. You are dealing with the hollow ones. She said its name in her ancestral language, but I can't even come close to remembering or spelling it. She said that one is infatuated with Faye and will do absolutely anything to get inside her house, but the process takes time. I don't know if I actually buy any of this, but at least she didn't sell it to me. We also had Faye take a pregnancy test as recommended by many Redditors. The woman said it was a good idea. Good news, not pregnant. And the woman stood in the bathroom with her like a prison guard so she couldn't fuck with the test. We then thanked the woman and left. Dang, this is getting really good. Okay, so she thanked the woman, and then the woman left. That night, we attached a jingle bell from Faye's Christmas theme lingerie to a hair scrunchie and put it around her ankle. That's funny, like a cat. I'm such a light sleeper, there's no way she'd be able to get out of bed without waking me. Faye fell fast asleep due to the meds, out like a light in a few minutes. I lay in bed thinking about the number 5 she wrote on the window in her sleep a few nights earlier, and she reasoned that it meant 5 a.m., not 5, and reasoned that it meant 5 a.m., not 5 days, as some Redditors had speculated. This makes sense because she's been getting up at that time to sleepwalk every night for 4 nights now, since the 5 was written backwards, facing the backyard. I reasoned that it was a signal to whoever or whatever was out there. She was going to try to let it inside. Eventually, I fell asleep and I had a fucking horrifying dream. Something came into the house through the sliding glass door to the yard and walked up the stairs into our bedroom. It sat at the edge of the bed, rubbing Faye's foot and staring at us. Oh my gosh, this is so freaking creepy. Okay, so it sat at the edge of the bed, rubbing Faye's foot and staring at us. Oh, I was completely wreathed in shadow. I couldn't see it at all except for a silhouette. I woke up soaked in sweat and couldn't fall back asleep for a while. Oh no. Okay, 5 a.m. rolled around and the reliable little jingle bell woke me right up. In her sleep, Faye did something she's never done before. She stood up on the bed, rigid as a board, and stared out the window. I should really say stared, because her eyes were closed, but she was alert, watching, listening. She remained there like a statue for at least 5 minutes. I also didn't move, I just was gone. The bedroom window was open. As I walked downstairs, I saw her in the backyard reading. Every single window in the entire house was open, and it was like 55 degrees outside. She told me the smell of sage made her nauseous, and that she wanted to get it out of the house. I couldn't smell anything. Okay, so if she thinks I feel that, yeah, her body has been like overtaken by one of these hollow people, and that's why she can't stand the smell of sage. Maybe you're just saying that, sage gets rid of evil spirits, per se, apparently. Okay, this one's a little bit longer, but it's worth it, okay? I suggested that we go to the church downtown today to speak with a priest. She's Catholic, but she refused, so I had my buddy Kay, who is a very, very devout Catholic, come over with some holy water and his crucifix. Apparently, Kay told us his priest what was going on, and the guy very reluctantly blessed the water and told us to call him. Faye was irritated that I'd done this without her permission, and waited outside while Kay set up a few little crosses and his big crucifix around the house. Faye refused to have any holy water put on her. She kept saying, "I'm freezing, don't you dare." She's gonna be super pissed when she finds out I put that shit in her shampoo and conditioner bottles. Okay, so this is the bad news, guys. So, in this next little part, he explains how he interviewed Faye and posted it on YouTube with questions from Redditors. Unfortunately, the interview, when I clicked the link, it said no longer available. So I'm not sure the reasoning, but he does explain everything that you see in the video. So yeah, I believe it, from what I remember, it's just her, like, kind of blankly looking at the camera and in a monotone voice answering these questions in answers that don't make sense, very similarly to how she was acting at that restaurant. So I feel bad reading this part, but I promise, don't have too much FOMO. He explains it all. Okay, so she was in a really nasty mood all morning, but after we went out for lunch, she was feeling better and agreed to film the interview and answer questions from Redditors. While filming, I noticed she wasn't wearing her engagement ring, and realized she hadn't been wearing it in several days. I asked her where it was, and she said it was in her luggage, which we've now only partially unpacked. Later, when I checked, it wasn't there. I'm worried about this for a few reasons. I will post the video as soon as she watches and approves it. She's self-conscious. Expect it within a few days. I've finally begun moving some more of the photos from the cabin onto my laptop too. I can't bring myself to listen to those voice recordings yet. Okay, almost there. Since this is getting over long, flash forward to last night. I got up at around 1 a.m. to pee, and I knocked the bell scrunchie off the bed. Faye had taken it off, and it was gone. Faye had taken it off, and she was gone. I got angry and scared at the same time. I found her sitting on the stairs, looking down into the dark, spreading her arms open like she was trying to get a child to climb the staircase for the first time. She was smiling with her eyes closed. As I usually do, I gently got her up and walked her back to bed. When I laid down next to her, she leaned over with her eyes still closed and said, "They're gonna kill you," and then licked my face. Wow, that's creepy. That's super creepy. Licked his face. Okay, I called her parents today to arrange a flight back to Colorado. They're paying for it. Her mom, Laura, admitted to me that something had happened to Faye as a child at the cabin. That is where her sleep disturbances started when she was 5. I have had enough, and they can tell. They spoke with the ranger of Pikes Peak again, and he's arranging for me to meet with him and his buddies from their tribe who know the history of the area and all of the hauntings that other visitors have reported. Faye will be staying with my 2 best friends, R and J, and Jay's fiance. Edit, folks. I won't be at the cabin alone. I'm meeting the ranger and his friends there. His 2 friends are from his tribe. Or nation. Sorry, I don't know the correct terminology. And they are healers. They know about Pike's Peak and the ongoing situation. I'm not going out easy. Update, dropped Faye off at my friend's place. They'll take care of her. Heading to the airport now, no idea when I'll get back on. We'll try tonight if I'm not too tired after landing. Update, 4:26 midnight, Colorado. I'm at Faye's parents, exhausted. Talked to her parents extensively, got word from my friends. Faye started feeling really ill, wanted to go home. They moved the whole posse over to her house, which has been saged, blessed, protected, covered in holy water and crucifixes, and she's doing much better now. Richard and Jason's fiancée Allison are all sleeping over for a few nights to ensure Faye is alright. Headed to the cabin tomorrow to meet the ranger. Update 4:26, 9:45 a.m. Colorado, leaving in 1 hour to go to the cabin. Okay, 4:26, 5:15 p.m. Spotty bullshit Wi-Fi, snowing like crazy up here. Met with the ranger, investigated the cabin. Nothing unusual inside except a lampshade removed from a lamp, which he claims was not like that when he came in here a few days ago. His friends will be here tomorrow morning. I'm alone for tonight. I went outside for just a minute when it was still light to grab some things from the truck and heard 2 voices. Making short videos with my phone. We'll try to upload. Update 4:27, 9:12 p.m. So much has gone down. I am terrified and sleep deprived. I'm writing a huge post right now with everything that's happened. I will post it tomorrow morning because I know I can't finish it tonight. I'm going to fall asleep in my chair. Sorry to keep you waiting. Oh my gosh. Okay guys, I'm definitely going to read part 7 tomorrow because I don't think I can even wait. And it's, like I said, it's been a really, at least 5 or 6 years since I've read this. So I don't remember every little detail. That one gave me chills. I genuinely have chills. What do you guys think? I'm so excited for the next one. Oh my gosh. Alright guys, well, this video's gone